So all these years of eating hoagies at various different places, no one still makes them like Lee's. Lee's to me is still the best. And it will always be the best. All due respect to all the other places that make hoagies. Lee's will always be number one for me. But all the years of eating them, I've learned to perfect making them. Okay? So it's very important. So you have your ingredients. Alright? I don't know how well this is going to do. I used to have a flip way of doing this. I have to look at that, huh? Now you need the good provolone. You need the Sargento right there. You need the good bread because it's all about the bread. If you don't have the right roll, so you need Amoroso's right there. Look at that with the Eagles logo on the back, huh? That's what you need. You need the pepper paste. The pepper paste is very important. Look at the pepper paste, huh? You need the pepper paste. I just got like all my ingredients here. I'm ready to make my hoagies, okay? This is the MightyFan hoagies. I don't work for Wawa or any of that. This is the MightyFan hoagies right here. This is how again, got to have the right roll. For me, the importance is you have to have the right roll. The pepper paste, that's very important. Right? Provolone. I don't do the American and all that other cheese. I just want provolone on there. All right? Then you have to have this is another important ingredient. Oregano. I like oregano on there. Got to get the black pepper on there. That's important. So, all these different places, right? I've had them for years, and you learn over the years what makes them good for me. These are the important ingredients for me. I'm a vegetarian. This is why you don't see any meat. All these sliced meat or whatever, deli meats. Not going to get it here, but have to have the right provolone, the right rolls, the right other ingredients. The pepper paste is very important. Without the pepper paste, it just doesn't get it done. And why I don't use oil is because the best is Lee's. They do some concoction with the oils. They mix things together. I haven't had an oil mix on a hoagie better than Lee's, other than Lee's. So I don't even try. I don't even try. I just say, okay, I'm just going to do it without the oil. That's okay for me because when I get it at Wawa or whatever else, it's without the oil. The only place I get the oil is Lee's because that's the best. That's the best. So on a hoagie for me. So I don't even bother with that. Because I know. So yeah, but all those years, yeah, that's right. I'm a hoagie man. Yeah, I know. It's been a little bit since my last volume for the In the Life series, but did get the puppet hat in. Purchased it off eBay. Here it is. Finally in the fold. Woo! This thing, the Hat Club, of course, exclusive. The shock drop months ago that I couldn't get. It tried to elude me, but eventually it had to come in. So here it is. There he is. Ready for Halloween. And so the Cobra Kai 2.0s have been hitting. So this one I grabbed at Lids in store recently. I think it was last weekend, last Saturday, I want to say it was. Maybe Sunday. It was Sunday. That's what it was. Saturday went to the Iron Pigs game. Shout out to Mark and Tony and the captain. Huh? Little 2.0 right there. Got the 96 All-Star patch. Beautiful. Love the look of these hats. And then this one, shout out to the homie, the hookup on this. My guys in our FHS group. And 2005 All-Star, the Walking Tiger. Love that logo. Hoping to get another Walking Tiger hat over the weekend from Pro Image. Really want that one, but and I'm happy to say that the 4 from this Cobra Kai 2.0 set that I wanted the most, I was able to grab because I got the Phillies in store. I got this from a member in our FHS community, and I got the Twins with the Metrodome final season patch on the side, and I was able to grab the Reds with the big red machine patch on the side, 1975, today off of lids.com because they just dropped them. And the thing, and I know we know this, but the thing with lids.com, so they'll drop the hats, but they don't like they kind of meander through the sizing, right? So they'll have a few sizes available per hat, and then later in the day, here comes another, or however they do it. It is what it is. We've kind of got used to it. It's almost like the old school way where you just have to keep refreshing and keep checking. And I mean, I understand, some people it's hit or miss. It is what it is. I don't work for the company. That's just how they do it. But they, I mean, they've been steadily getting them out today. Today's September 9th, 9/9/21. And that's how they've been putting them out. But that's how they've been putting out these hats for the past couple months. And I can understand why it would be annoying. People might not see it right away if you're not in social media. And Hat Crawler, of course, does as best as he can to get the alert out to people. That's how I saw it, and I got lucky because when they first started hitting, they had the Reds and they had the Twins, but they didn't have the Reds in my size. They had the Twins in my size, and there was only like 5 left, according to the Lid site. So I grabbed that one, and I was a little annoyed because I had to pay double the shipping just because, I had to jump on it, so I grabbed the Twins. And then later in the day, maybe a couple hours later, I saw that they got more stock in the Reds, and the only size they had was my size. So I'm like, okay, well, my other size. So I go like 7 3/8 to 7.5, even 7 5/8, just depending on the hat. But the Reds, they had the only size when I saw it again, because the hat had disappeared because obviously all the other size, they were gone. So the hat was gone from their site, right? So a little later in the day, I saw it was back, and when I click on it, real quick, it's 7 3/8. Okay, I can do that. Bingo bongo. I think there was only like however many left, 5 to 7 or whatever left. So I grabbed it, like a crazy person, hitting the button, and then. But of course, being that I already put in the order for the Twins early, had to pay that shipping and pay it again for the. So it would have been better had both hats been available in my size earlier when I saw them. But it is what it is. As long as I get it, doesn't matter to me. And obviously, I just placed the order, so it didn't ship or anything yet. But I just pay the generic, $5 shipping, whatever, 3 to 7 day, whatever that is. But as long as I get them in the mail, I'm happy, man. Because I know those hats, and listen, there always would have been a way, maybe people in the community who live in those areas, they get those hats in their local lids. And speaking of the Tigers, I didn't record when I went to KOP last Sunday. I didn't record, and I kind of wish I did, because this is where you want the camera crew, like those reality shows have following people around, right? This is where I need the camera crew, right? Because I walk into the one Liz, which was the one on the second floor. That's the first one I went to. I walk in there, and that's the locker room lids, I guess, right? I walk in there, And I see it, you know, the 2.0s are coming in there. So they got the Phillies, the White Sox, and there's the Tigers. And I'm like, we never get Tigers hats. This is why I got the one from the, because earlier last week there was a guy, or earlier I guess a week or two, whatever, however long it was, I guess earlier last week, someone was at their local lids in Chicago, for someone who I bought a hat from before, and they had the Tigers, the walking tiger, and I want that. Again, that was one of the top ones for me for that set. And because of how quick they sell out online, I'm like, ooh, I have a chance at one, you know? So I paid just a bit over retail, and it was because of the shipping and whatnot, you know. A little over retail, not much. A little over retail for it. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, great, I got it, you know, whatever, okay. I got the thing, I'm happy. It's not going to be here at the local lids because they never get Tigers hats in for all the craze that everyone has for like the swinging tiger, cartoon tiger, and the walking tiger. We never get Tigers hats at lids, right? So it's like, okay, I have to find a hookup or I have to get it online. I have to hope to find it when it hits. So I walk into that lids. They had tons of them. The walking tiger's sitting there staring me in the face, and I'm going, you gotta be kidding me. Of all and I've complained about this. There's people in other stores, I'm like, the lids never get the Tigers hats. As hot as they are, as much as everyone wants them, the lids in this area, the Philly area, it's always Phillies, you get Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, White Sox. For some reason, White Sox hats are all over the place here. Right? Maybe you get some Blue Jays, maybe some Cubs. We don't get Tigers hats. We don't get those beautiful looking, you know, the walking tiger, which I said before is one of my favorite logos, the swinging cartoon, the coked out tiger. We never get those in this area unless Pro Image does something or whatever, right? Like they're doing this Saturday. But Lids doesn't get them in. So then there they are. I go to the lids down on the lower level of the mall across from Pro Image, and there's just a ton of them sitting there. And that's where I got the Phillies hat, and I had a little coupon to use, you know, for being a lids member. And I'm telling the guy behind the counter, I'm like, you guys had to get the walking tigers in, huh? I said, these lids in this, they don't get the walking tiger in. This is why I had to pay a little extra for the one I got. And of course, they're just staring me in the face. Hi. All sizes, full runs. I'm like, And I'm like, yeah, so the next time that Lids drops a really nice Tigers hat, you guys aren't going to get it in, right? And I'm going to think you guys will. I go in there looking all excited, and then they're not sitting there, and I'm like, damn. Telling you, those Tigers hats are going to be the bane of my existence at some point. As much as I love them, but they are. They're some of the hotter ones going right now, and I've always loved that walking tiger. I have the original. Fitted hat from back in the day. Always liked that logo. I remember it from back in the 90s, and I'm happy it's made a big comeback now. So I got those two coming. I am hoping, like I said, to go to the Pro Image at KOP this weekend and hit on that walking tiger. I'm a little concerned. That particular Pro Image, right? As I showed before, there's no line. They have other Pro Images in this area where they shout out the line every Saturday, right? I've become a real cynic. I'm sorry. It's you take so many L's online with these hat drops with Hat Club and My Fitteds and all these other places, and it's like, so I always look at that. I know I've said this before. I always look at that line. I'm like, okay, how many people in this line are just resellers, but all due respect to the line. But so there was this one guy. All right, so yesterday, this is when I saw because around Wednesday, Thursday, that's when Pro Image starts to put up on their IG the set they're putting out this week. And I saw the Walking Tiger hat. Really nice, well executed. I think it's like a burnt orange, kind of goes with the tiger fur, I guess. Hat, and it has a World Series patch on the side. Not 84, but one of those other ones they were in the 2000s era, right? Really nice, well executed hat, I think. And there's this one guy, and I don't know if he actually goes to the stores or if because what Pro Image will do is they'll open it up around 1 o'clock Eastern for people to hit them up and they can get them online, right? But obviously, if you live in the area, you can just go to the store beforehand like I do. And I know I have until 1 before the floodgates open. Everyone starts hitting them up for stuff. And so I do try to get there early. Now, there's this one guy on there, and again, I don't know if he actually goes to the store. I was like looking at his Instagram to see if he had any pictures that looked like he was in the Philly area. But he's one of those that takes all over the place, so who knows where he's really from. But, so there's one guy's in there saying, oh, I can hook you all up, just, hit me up, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I just got to beat him. Because everyone's crazy about the Tigers, right? Everyone, even last week when I went to the store, I didn't pick up anything at Pro Image, but I was talking to them. And they're like, yeah, because they had the Swinging Tiger as one of their hats from a week ago from the drop. And they're like, oh, that one sold out quick, the first. I'm like, I'm not surprised. It's Tiger's hat, right? So it's just all these things are rolling in the back of my mind. I'm saying, yeah, the Tigers one sold out the quickest. And I see this one guy on Instagram, I can get you the hookup, let me know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, if that guy somehow is going there, I better get there as early as I can. So I'm probably going to get there before the store opens just to be safe, because I got to get that hat. And all of these, like, L's online, all of these, like, oh, I missed on this, I missed on that, is like rolling in the back of my mind. I'm like, I don't want to have that experience at Pro Image. I really don't. That's the one place I thought was safe. It's like my safe haven. This is where I can go to pick up hats. But now the craze is just, it really is all consuming. It's nuts. And again, I'm getting them because I enjoy them. I like the hat. I've always worn hats. Combo Wombo man, right, with the jersey. So I'm always, okay, I want the, but I've always gotten them. And over a year now, it's become really crazy hard to get some of these hats because the hype beasts are out there buying them all, right? Is what it is. We all know. We all have stories. And the same thing in the jersey game, right? It's, there's going to be times where they explode. Everyone wants them. And the real, the people with the passion, the collectors like me, it just makes it tough. Mitchell & Ness has put out jerseys recently. Authentics sell out real quick. I know, what was it last year? They put out the home Hawks jerseys, the Steve Smith and Mutombo. Those things were gone in, milliseconds, But, it is what it is. There's always a way. I mean, there's the custom route, and so I'm not as worried about, some of the jerseys. But with the hats, it's like if you miss it, there really isn't another way unless they reissue the hat. And so you kind of have to be on your toes and you try to be quick about things. And if there's a drop at a store you can get to, I mean, to this point, I haven't seen any lines outside the store at KOP, but, the more crazier this thing gets, I mean, who really knows? Some people have said that Philly isn't one of those real crazy hype beasts, type places for hats. You have that in New York. Somewhere in New Jersey, you always see the line at the Cherry Hill Mall location, right, for, Pro Image. The one place I always see the line is Philly Mills. Now, that's really in Philly. KOP's on the outskirts. The Philadelphia, even though Philadelphia's in the name, Philadelphia Premium Outlets, Pro Image is way on the outskirts. That's close to where my dad lives, near the Pottstown area. But, you don't see a lot of lines there. But, again, this is again me with the paranoia. Here comes a Tigers hat I really want. And then all these little things just keep adding up. You see, so I can hook you up. I can hook you up. And I'm like, well, if he's there, those Tiger hats might not be there when I get there. That's the type of guy I got to beat right now. For all I know, he's a guy who could be living in Escabub, wherever. And he just DMs them at 1 o'clock. But that's what this game does, man. It gets you. Gets you in the fields. It really does. It's like, what do I got to do to get these damn hats? But jersey-wise, I was also able to hit on something. Shout out to the Sarge. It's actually holding a jersey for me until October. Real nice jersey. Actually, a rookie, Ozzie Smith. Padres, Mitchell and Ness. It's getting to be a hard one to get. I know my buddy Big Slim, that's one that he likes to hold over my head that he's got that I don't got. And, it is one that I've wanted for a while. So, saw it on eBay. I saw it with Sarge that was selling it. Hit him up, through Messenger. We worked the deal out for it. So I'm going to go there at some point in October. And we're going to, just going to go there to where he is and pick it up from him. So that was awesome. Nice to have that one off the old list. So again, shout out to the Sarge for that. Can't wait to get that one in hand. Tell him I can't quite get it right now, but I can grab it in October. So, it is what it is. Sometimes you just can't move on something right away, even as much as you want it. But yeah, I'm happy to be able to get that and get that one off the list. Slim can't get me with that one anymore. Shout out to Slim. We play this game every now and then. We there's a jersey, I don't have very many that he doesn't. He has a lot more that I don't, and he likes to dangle them at me from time to time. I did that with him for some of the Dolphin jerseys I had until he got them. The Clayton and the Duper, and, but I know last night he it's like I said, we went to the Mitchell and Ness store, as you saw. The new flagship. Shout out to the flagship. And I passed on that 90 road Ricky Henderson A's, and it sold out right away. It was one of those that went that day. And yeah, Slim was there with me. He's like, how did you let that one go? I'm like, Slim, I just had to. I couldn't. I just, just one of those things, what can you do that day, right? But, shout out to Blink King Kelly, he in our group. He was actually the guy on the phone placing the order for it, for him. He posted it in our group yesterday, and Slim was happy to tag me in that and say, oh, look. That's all right. He had fun. I got him back, though. I got that Pedro Dodgers jersey, the rookie jersey. And I know he's such a big fan of Festive, so I took a picture of Festive with the jersey. Said, hey, look. Like I said, I have very few jerseys in the collection that Slim doesn't already have in his collection, and that's one. So until he gets that one, if he zings me, I'm going to zing him back with that one. All in good fun, though, right? This is the type of thing jersey heads will do. These little games that we like to play with each other. Anyhow, 20 minutes of ramble, but hopefully the next segment will be me getting that Tigers hat this weekend. Now, I'm probably going to lay low for a bit as far as pickups go. That Tigers hat, like I said, Sarge is holding on to that rookie Ozzie Padres Mitchell and Ness. Beautiful jersey. Can't wait to get that in hand next month. But there'll be more. There'll be more of the series. Like I said, I do want to do more, not just the jerseys and hats, maybe a little more here and there. Like I said, Halloween's coming up next month, so obviously that's a big time of year for me. The Spirit Halloweens haven't exactly opened as I thought they would have by now. They're still opening in the area, so hopefully I can get to one of those within the next few weeks. And if not in this volume, certainly the next one, get more into that. So, you know, like I said, I want to show a little of everything. So you're going to see that too. But anyhow, yeah, I got to continue to make, you know, I've been rambling. I'm still trying to make food here. So it's like, I'm not the greatest multitasker, I guess. So I'm gonna finish putting these hoagies together. I'm gonna eat these things for dinner. And like I said, today is Thursday. We're gonna fast forward to Saturday. The next segment you'll see me at a place I've been to a time or two, King of Prussia Mall. So we'll get to that in the next segment, and hopefully I can procure another one of these walking tigers. Logo hats in the collection. Can never have too many of those. So, anyhow, I may have to claw people. You never know. You have to do what you gotta do sometimes to get hats. All right, let's see you in the next segment by the magic of editing. Ooh. Saturdays are for college football and for pro image hat drops. Don't get it twisted. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Back. Hoping there's no line or anyone waiting already for that walking tiger. I gotta have it. As much as they've been teasing it on social media. By the way, yep, 9/11, 20 years later, we'll never forget that horrible thing that happened. Always puts things in perspective, but yeah, I'm here a little earlier than usual. Was hoping to, you know, if there was any kind of line or people here outside of Pro Image, you know. But anywho, we're on our way. The problem is we're going to go past the food court. I'm kind of hungry. Haven't had breakfast, so the smells aren't going to help any. But we here. No line gang. Don't like those lines, man. I'm glad this one doesn't have a line. Hope it stays that way. No, I mean, listen, no disrespect, but I mean, I'm just a very cynical person with all this hat game going on, all the flippers. I see those lines and I keep thinking, how many people are in this line, you know, just to resell? So I'm glad to come here. There's no line. Huh? You just got to know what you know. So, looking forward to it, man. I think I see it right there. That burnt orange, that, you know, pumpkin, I guess if you want to call it, color hat right there. Huh? That's the walking tiger. That's why I'm here. Love that hat, man. Love that logo. And when it's done the right way, executed right, gotta have it. In certain places I can't because, you know, they sell out in 2 seconds. But I can come here and I can get it. And I know they open up for like DMs around 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So you got to follow them on social media, Instagram, Pro Image. And there's so many of them, you know, and they each have their own account. And they always, you know, showcase what they're going to be putting out every Saturday. And, you know, just follow them. And around 1 o'clock, hit them up, DM on Instagram, and you can get some good hats too. Gotta be quick. I guess I was a little too quick today. But I'm here. They should just let me in. Just, you know, MightyFan treatment. MightyFan treatment. I wish, right? Not always that easy. But a little early today. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I guess I got a little scared because, you know, you had that I saw some people like, I can hook you up. I'm like, uh-oh. If they beat me here, I might not be able to get that pumpkin walking tiger. So I definitely I'm here for that. You got Lids across the way, as you can see. Good stuff by Lids. Really look forward to the other two Cobra Kai 2.0s coming in. The Reds, the 75 Reds, and the Twins with the final season of the Metrodome patch. Really well executed hats. They made some other good ones, the lemon limes yesterday, the pinkies. And I hear those won't be coming out the stores till like the lemon limes, I think, in the fall, the pinkies maybe next spring. And some of them, look better than others, but some of them, the side patches, I'm a side patch type of guy. I've always been. Before the hype beast took over, I've always liked side patches on hats. I've always liked that, Just a little something extra, a little extra bang for the buck. I like the regular hats too, but I think the worst part about like being a jersey and hat head is like standing outside a store when they're closed. Kind of tough. And I'm almost like afraid, like, I don't think there's going to be anyone here, but I'm almost at this point like afraid to move and get a little, something to eat over at the food court just because, if other people start coming, like I said, I don't know. I become so cynical with this, like I said, I'm someone who buys hats because I love them. I have a passion for it. I want to match them up, obviously, the combo wombo, right, with the jerseys, but also just because I love them. I've always worn hats. I'm not a reseller, I don't see dollar signs when I see these hats. And listen, I don't want to, I don't want to be that guy, although I'm being that guy, but it ruins it, man. It's like so many of those resellers just take hats away from people who want to buy them, to wear them, to enjoy them. I understand the way the world is now and people want to make money, but I just can't wait till that's over with, man. I can just go online, go on Hat Club, go on MyFitteds, and just get hats the way I used to. I don't know when that time's going to be. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. I mean, the blessing is that, more companies have made a lot of good hats because of it. They've all jumped on. You're seeing a lot of well-executed hats, But, if it's something you have a passion for and it's so hard to get, it's like, damn, man, I just want to be able to grab one of those, one of those drops on Hat Club, and I can't. Very rare that I do hit on something, but it is what it is. I don't sweat it too much just because I can go to places like here. I can get hats. I can go to Lids. I can get hats. I can even get them online because depending on the hat, they might stay a little longer online than like a Hat Club drop or a, other drop. And I get it because they have more stock. And Lids will always have the most stock, and I get that. But at the same time, there's ones that just, man, I still need that Angels with the 40 patch on the side. I'm going to be complaining about that one until I get it. So here you see some of the new legacy lines from Mitchell & Ness. They got the Kurt Warner, the white Eric Dickerson. I wish they made that inauthentic, though. The white Eric Dickerson, because then you would have the heat press numbers and name. But I like the white one. I've always liked those white old school Ram jerseys. So even though that's the legacy one, I may have to grab it at some point if I can catch a deal or something. But I do wish they made that inauthentic because I have the blue one. I have the blue ED with the 40 on there. Shout out the Throwback King. I got it from him off eBay years ago. Beautiful jersey. And I got, shout out to Slim. I got the Young Blood. I got Cromwell, like all the ones they made. Namath. I don't have the old school Namath. I need the original, like the USA run of it. But, man, that Dickerson, if they just would have made that an authentic. And I'm not one of those that usually complains too much about the authentic versus this versus that. If I like a jersey, I'm going to get it, whatever. But the authentic in certain ones, much, much better if they would have done it. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have made the legacy. I mean, they can make it, just make the authentic too. Like Bill Berge Eagles, make the authentic, So I'm thinking that Devontae Smith's going to be my next Eagles jersey. You know, it's hard to get like current players because they change teams so much. But I'm hoping he'll be here for a while. But speaking of Eagles, it is first weekend of NFL football. Hope to be doing Season of the Fan, first episode of the new season. Hopefully, tonight's the 11th. Hopefully, either tonight or tomorrow morning. Pump it out before the game. 1 o'clock kickoff in Atlanta, Eastern time. Yeah, man, good stuff. I just got that itch to get in here, though. You know, that's the toughest thing. I see the hat. I need it. It's there. I'll get it, though. Don't worry. I'm going to hit on that one. Actually got let in a little early. Huh? Walking tiger. Usually I don't get here this early, but I just, you just never know. And I wanted to get it, so mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. All right, now we're going to see if anything's open. No. Dunkin's open. Maybe I'll go get some Dunkin', right? For some food, breakfast, and just hang for a little bit here. All right. Yeah. But anyhow, mission accomplished. Got my hat. A walking tiger in tow. So, till the next segment. Yeah. Shout out to Pro Image, man. I honestly did not expect to get in there a little early. I was, whatever. I mean, if I had to go in at 10, that would have been fine too. But nothing to eat for breakfast. There's no places open for breakfast. I think the mall opens itself around maybe 8 or 9. But the stores don't start opening till 10, 11, like in that range. And I guess the food court opens around 10, but that's okay. I see a guy with a nice hat on, man. So I wonder if he's here for the drop. I think he is. I beat you! Hopefully he gets what he came for. I just got one hat, so I can tell the hat guys, because always the nice hat, just the way it is, because I'm one. I know what it is, right? But anyhow, here it is. I call it the pumpkin walking tiger. Sorry about the glare, but oh, come on. That is just a beautiful logo. The Tigers need to bring it back and just wear it as like an alternate on the jersey, on the hat. Bring it back, Detroit. Come on. Make the walking tiger great again. Or visible again, I should say, Tigers. And you got that World Series patch. What's that, 06? 06. And I believe this is the first time that World Series logo, which is okay. It as far as World Series logos go, it really doesn't pop that much to me, but still, it's the first time I think it's been executed on any walking tiger or swinging tiger, coked out tiger, whatever you want to call it, cartoon tiger's hat to this point. I mean, you see it with the old English D logo all the time because, that's the logo they wore with the hat. But then you got the light blue, the icy under. A little icy under, right? Yeah, icy under. Now, yeah, I think it makes it stand out just a bit more. But because there's no icy on anything else, I believe. Oh, no, there is on the World Series logo. Yeah. So you got that on the World Series logo. That's why it's on the under. I was about to say, if it wasn't, I would have liked to have seen them do like the navy blue under to go with the the Tigers logo. But it is what it is. A little touch there, a little touch. Not for everybody, I get it, but just a little something there. I just love the logo. And on some of those sites, I mean, if this hat popped up on Hat Club, there's no way I would have gotten it. It's gone in like less than a minute. But again, Pro Image, I can go there, I can pick up the hat, I can look around the store a bit, see stuff. And then you got the Batterman. See, yeah. And see it, Batterman too. I think I almost would have liked to have seen them do the icy blue on the back there, just to go with the logo, go with the under. But it is what it is. Little critiques. New Era flag, logo. The color's nice. I like this. It's like an autumnal color. I'm a big fan of the fall. Like the weather today, I mean, on September 11th is beautiful. Very low humidity. Little brisk, you get that fall briskness weather that I'm just such a big fan of because I hate the humidity. But yeah, really nice hat. Overall, I was the first to get it at this location, I guess. Again, shout out to the employee who let me in. Like I said, I was ready to just wait till 10, but they're like, hey, go on in. Told you the MightyFan treatment, see? No, it's not some special treatment. I guess because there's no line, I guess they can do that. If there was a line, they can't just let everyone in. But so anyone else out there who hit on this hat, man, it's a good hat. And then shout out to Pro Image again, well executed. Like I said, I like the color. It's a nice kind of hat to wear in the fall time too. So there you go, walking tiger. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you all for your continued support to this series, In the Life series. I will continue to do it at least throughout the year, and then more than likely we'll continue it on in the next year, and who knows, how much further we go, but we're going to keep going. Shout out to all my good buddies out there here in the YouTube universe, of course, all my Jersey heads, all my hat heads out there, the Views from the Vault fellas, of course. And that's going to do it for me for this episode. I don't want to too much, so it gets hard to edit, and then it takes forever to download the video. Is what it is. But anyhow, y'all take care, and yes, we will never forget, of course, 9/11. Prayers out to all the families who lost loved ones on that terrible day, and all the brave men and women who continue to do yeoman's work for this country, the police officers, the firefighters, the EMTs, the first responders, people in the medical community, obviously all of our brave men and women out who serve the country in the military. And again, it's a day of remembrance. It's a day to honor all of those who we lost, but also to honor all the heroes that continue to be heroes to this day. And yeah, so it is a tough. I remember that day very vividly. I remember exactly where I was watching it unfold on TV. When I was younger, I was on those towers, so it was a tough thing to see. It really was, having that kind of connection. And obviously, New York's very close to here, New York City. So, hey, I love New York. And I'm a Philly fan, of course. I love my city first and foremost, but I do love New York. I have a lot of love for New York. And New York, with you, man. With you always. All right. That's going to do it for me. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.